to interrupt our guests over there. Some big breaking news that's coming in. The breaking news that's coming in, there's a breakthrough in the Parliament logjam. Government has said that it is ready for discussion. The FM has returned and there's a government nod to debate. The government is now saying that we are ready for discussions. Remember, there's been repeated protests by opposition over a host of issues, over price rise, among one of the issues. Then there is Agnipath scheme that the opposition wants a discussion on, also on the alleged misuse of the central agencies like the Enforcement Directorate. Now the government saying that it is ready for discussion. So there's a likely breakthrough there in the Parliament logjam. Remember, much of the work has not been transacted in the Parliament in this monsoon session ever since the Parliament has reconvened. But now the government saying that it is ready for discussion. So that's the big story that's coming in. The government saying it is ready for discussion. The Parliamentary Affairs Minister saying that the opposition is stalling Parliament. However, that the government is saying now that it is ready for discussion. Now that is a likely breakthrough in the Parliament logjam that the Parliament has been witnessing. Repeated protests, disruptions and adjournments. This is a likely breakthrough now that the government saying that it is ready for discussion. The opposition wants a discussion on a host of issues, including price rise and the alleged misuse of the central agencies, also the Agnipath scheme. Now, the centre saying that we are ready for discussion on the floor of the House. So that's the big breaking story that's coming in. Government is ready for discussion as Finance Minister is back and we are ready for discussion even today. These are the comments of Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi. But he goes on to say the opposition says that they want it on Monday as some members are suspended. I have said that let them regret and come back. We can have a discussion. Remember, a multiple number of opposition members of Parliament have been suspended from both houses. The number over 20 who have been suspended in this 1 week alone. So the Parliamentary Affairs Minister saying that I have said let them regret and come back to the House. We can have a discussion. He's saying we are ready for discussion even today. They are saying they are not ready to regret. That's what the Parliamentary Affairs Minister is saying about the opposition MPs who've been suspended. They are saying they are not ready to regret. Still, we want discussion. I have requested the chairman and the speaker that if they are ready, we can have a discussion today itself. So that is the comment coming of the Parliamentary Affairs Minister on breaking the Parliament deadlock. Let me go through that statement once again, saying that the government is ready for discussion as Finance Minister is back. We are ready for discussion even today, but the opposition says that they want it on Monday as some members are suspended. That's what the Parliamentary Affairs Minister is saying. Madhav joining us for more on this. Madhav, is this statement likely to break the Parliament deadlock?
Remains to be seen, because really at this point of time the government still saying that there is an issue in the sense that opposition wants that the suspended members be allowed to attend the House first. The government has said that if they express regret, then they would be allowed inside the House, and that's something that at the moment at least the opposition is not prepared to accept, saying that they were only exercising their democratic right. Now, with the opposition members also protesting today, particularly a large chunk of them, which includes Congress MPs, on the issue of Sonia Gandhi's ED questioning, where they're alleging misuse by agencies. Now, this, of course, makes the numbers of the opposition present inside the House also less, and therefore the probability of the discussion actually happening today, which is being offered by the Parliamentary Affairs Minister, he's saying as much in our interview to him. He's spoken to Times Network exclusively and said that that is in fact the position on ground, that the government is ready in fact for a discussion on price rise or GST GST or whichever are the issues related to inflation and the common man that the opposition has been raising. But it is now up to the opposition to come to the House and actually ensure that the debate has happened. Now, this is the information that he has also shared with the chairman and the speaker, saying that the government is ready and the government has given its intent and readiness for a discussion on these issues today itself. So very, very important words coming in. Is this the signs or the first signs perhaps of a thaw between the government and the opposition? Will we be seeing a breaking of this deadlock now? And what will the opposition have to say with the government now saying that it is ready with no holds barred to actually have a discussion? That's what we have to watch out for now.
Madhav, 24 suspensions in 1 week. That's a huge number, and opposition understandably is fuming. What is the government saying on these suspensions, 24 of them?
Well, government's stand has been very clear on the suspensions, right from the day that Lok Sabha suspensions happened day before yesterday to the 19 suspensions in Rajya Sabha yesterday and the one suspension at Rajya Sabha today as well. The government says that the manner of protest was incorrect. The protests and placards are not allowed as per the rules inside the House, and therefore the manner in which these placards were even placed before the chairperson's face is something that is unacceptable. Certain members were also seen throwing papers towards the chair, and that too is unacceptable, and that's why this action has been taken. That has been the stand of the government. The opposition says that this is not happening for the first time, that in the past too, when the same party, ruling party, was in opposition benches, they have protested, and similar protests, and vociferous ones at that, have been seen by the BJP inside the same house. So this is, in fact, the charge and countercharge that is currently being seen inside the House. Of course, as you rightly said, 20 members of Parliament suspended from the Rajya Sabha is a very, very huge number, undoubtedly so. And this is something that opposition parties are saying is unfair, unprecedented, and perhaps not commensurate to the kind of protests that have been seen inside the House. Now, this has, of course, led to a massive war of words between the government and opposition for the last 3 days, and that only is expected to exacerbate over the next few days.
All right, Madhav, we'll leave you there. Thanks very much for joining us with those details. So, Parliamentary Affairs Minister saying that they are ready for discussion even today on the floor of the House, but the opposition members are wanting that discussion on Monday, saying that some of the MPs have been suspended. So that statement of Parliamentary Affairs Minister, whether that will break the Parliament logjam, that remains to be seen. But that important comment coming from the Parliamentary Affairs Minister. All right, let's return to the discussion that we were having of the Supreme Court upholding the validity of the various provisions of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act. Khushbu Jain with us, a lawyer, Raman Malik of the BJP.